All right, so 35 states protect gun manufacturers from certain civil lawsuits, and more than half of those states are run by a Republican governor. So how much does this impact a manufacturer's decision to switch states? In other words, again, economics, or ideology?
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the economics, but it also has to do with the viability of their company and the future of their company. When there are political headwinds that are threatening their ability to do business in that state, those CEOs need to make those decisions that are going to make sure that their company is going to be able to continue to be able to produce those firearms and stay in business in the future.
Okay. President Biden, he was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania yesterday. He was talking about gun violence. Here's part of what he had to say. I want to get your reaction on the other side.
We took on the NRA, and we're going to take them on again, and we won, and we will win again. But we're not stopping here. I'm determined to ban assault weapons in this country.
All right, assault weapons were banned in the 90s. President Biden has often said that he was in the Senate and led the charge for that. Does an assault weapon, and we're talking about AR-15s. I think you made reference to it before. That is principally what they're talking about, whether or not the term assault weapons really fits that weapon. So does a ban of the sort the president is talking about, does it really damage badly the firearm industry as a viable business? For example, 60% of Smith Wesson's revenue comes from assault rifles or semi-assault weapons.
Yeah, so the president is talking about banning a commonly owned firearm. There are over 24.4 million of these firearms in circulation today. They're used lawfully every day for lawful purposes, including recreational shooting, hunting, and self-defense. And again, I want to point out that the president calls this an assault rifle, but in fact it's not. It's simply a semi-automatic rifle. I was served in the Marine Corps for 25 years. The firearms that I carried in service in Iraq and Afghanistan, those were assault weapons capable of automatic fire. Yeah. The AR-15s that are in my gun safe right now are semi-automatic rifles. They operate the same way as my duck hunting shotgun.
All right. Okay, Mark Oliva, thank you very much for joining us this evening. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.